Hello dear students, welcome to online platform of Divine Public School. This is Pankaj Mani Tripathi. Today we are going to start new chapter which is factor and multiples. Let's start this chapter. Today we will learn factors and multiples, means how to find factors and multiples of a given number, and divisibility rules for 2 to 11. Okay, so let's start. Definition of factors. What is factor? So the exact divisor of a number is known as factor. Try to understand again. The exact divisor of a number. Exact divisor of a number is known as factor. For example, 2 and 3 are factor of 6. Why? Because 2 and 3 divides 6 exactly. Okay. Similarly 2 is factor of 4 also. Why? Because 2 divides 4 exactly. Okay. Now multiples. A number obtained by multiplying it by a natural number is known as multiple. Try to understand again. A number obtained by multiplying it by a natural number is known as multiple. For example, when you multiply 2 by 1, then you will get 2. When you multiply 2 by 2, then you will get 4. When you multiply 2 into 3, then you will get 6. So here 2, 4 and 6 are multiples of 2. Understand why? Because we multiplied natural number 1, 2, 3 etc. All counting number are said to be natural number. That means when you multiply a number to natural number, then result is multiple of that number. Okay, so here 2, 4 and 6 are multiple of 2. Understand? So to obtain multiples, we will multiply by natural number to that number. Okay. Similarly, you can take another example to find first 5 multiple of 3. So you will multiply 3 by 1. So it is 3. 3 into 2, it is 6. 3 into 3, then 9. 3 into 4, it is 12. Then 3 into 5, so it is 15. So here 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15 are first 5 multiple of 3. Understand? Okay. Now next definition. Now next, properties of factors. Okay, so properties of factor, try to remember all things. This is very important. Every factor of a number is exact divisor of that number. Understand? Every factor of number is exact divisor of that number. Okay, why? Because 2, 3 divides 6, because it is a factor, so that number will divide exactly. Next, 1 is a factor of every number. You know, 1 is factor of every number. Why? Because 1 can divide that number exactly, or any number can be written as the product of 1. Next, every number is a factor of itself. Every number is factor of itself. This is very important property. Okay, why? Because for any number, that number divides itself. Okay. Next, every factor is less than or equal to given number. Every factor less than or equal to given number. This is very important properties. Okay, for example, you can take factor of 8. You know factor of 8. Factor of 8 is 1, 2, 4 and 8. So here all factor of 8 are less than or equal to 8. Okay, thus you can say every factor is less than or equal to given number. Okay. Next, number of factors of a given number are finite. Number of factor of a given number are finite. Here factor of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So it is finite. Understand? So that's why we can say number of factors of a given number are always finite. Understand? Now next, properties of multiple. Yes, now properties of multiples. Okay, so here every multiples of a number is greater than or equal to that number. Every multiples of a number is greater than or equal to. Okay, in factors, every factors are less than or equal to that number, but in the case of multiples, every multiple are greater than or equal to that number. For example, multiples of 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Okay, so here all multiples are greater than 3 or equal to 3. So you can say every multiples of a number is greater than or equal to that number. Okay, next point, the number of multiples of a given number is infinite. So here multiples are continue here, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, then 18, then 21 and so on. Okay, so you can say number of multiples of a given number is infinite. Next property, every number is multiple of itself. Every number is multiple of itself. So here 3 is multiples of 3 also. Okay, so every number is multiple of itself also. And in factor also, every number is factor of itself, and here in multiple also. Okay, now next definition. So here a definition of prime number. What is prime number? So a number is called prime number if it has only two factor, namely 1 and itself. Try to understand. A number is called prime number when if it has only two factor. Only two factor? Which two factor? 1 and itself. Then that number is said to be prime number. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and 29 are prime numbers. Okay, why? Because 3 has only two prime number, 1 and 3. Sorry, 3 has only two factors, 1 and 3. 5 has only two factor, 1 and 5. Okay, 7 has only two factor, 1 and 7. 11 has only two factor, 1 and 11. Okay, that's why when a number have only two factor, 1 and itself, then it is said to be prime number. Okay, now next definition, twin prime. Twin primes. So what is twin primes? Two consecutive odd prime numbers are called twin primes. Okay, so two consecutive, here term consecutive. What do you mean by consecutive? Consecutive means आप समझ सकते हो लगातार. Okay, so two consecutive odd prime are said to be twin prime. Okay, odd prime here. Okay, so two consecutive odd prime are said to be twin prime. Okay, for example, here 3 and 5. 3 and 5 are two consecutive odd prime. Okay, also 5 and 7 are two consecutive prime odd prime. So you can say 3, 5, 5, 7. Similarly 11, 13. Okay, 11, 13. These are consecutive odd prime. Okay, so you can say odd consecutive prime are said to be twin prime. Okay, so the prime pair of twin primes between 50 and 100 are, so only two pair between 50 and 100 which are twin prime. So only two pair, which pair? 59 and 61 and 71, 73. These pairs are pair of twin primes between 50 and 100. Okay, you can find pair of twin primes between 1 to 50. Okay, now next slide. Now definitions of composite number. So you learn what is prime number. So prime number having only two factor, one and itself. Now in the case of composite number, the number which have more than two factor is said to be composite number. Okay, so the number which have more than two factors, okay, the numbers which have more than two factor are called composite number. Understand? For example, 6 factor of 6 is 1 2 3 6. So here factor of 6 is more than 2. 4 factor of 4 is 1 2 and 4. So 4 6 8, these all are composite numbers. Okay, one very important note, composite number can be odd. Composite number can be odd, and the smallest odd composite number is 9. Okay, so keep in mind, composite number can be odd. Okay, and the smallest composite number is 9. Why? Because factor of 9 is 1 3 9. Okay, so here it has more than two factor, so that's why 9 is a composite number. Similarly, 15 is odd number, which is composite number. Okay, next, definition of coprime. What is coprime? Coprimes, if two numbers do not have a common factor other than 1, then they are said to be coprimes. Okay, so if two numbers do not have a common factor other than 1, then they are said to be coprimes. Understand? Two numbers are said to be coprime when if it has only 1 is a common factor. Okay, now next example of this, 5 pair of coprimes. Pair of coprimes are 5 pairs of coprime, 2 and 3. Why? Because factor of 2 is 1 and 2, factor of 3 is 1 and 3, so that's why it have only 1 is common, so that's why 2 and 3 are coprimes. Okay, 3 and 4, here 3 have only 1 and 3, and 4 have 1 2 and 3, so here 1 is common, that's why 3 and 4 are coprime. Okay, so that means two numbers are said to be coprime if they have only one common factor, which is 1. Okay, understand? Now next slide. Now exercise 2.1. Okay, first question is given, define factor multiple. Give 5 example of each. You can do. We have already learned definitions. Exact divisor of a number is known as factor. A multiple obtained by multiplying it by natural number is known as multiple. So we know 14 can be written as 1 into 14. Okay, and this also can be written as 2 into 7. So 14 have 1 2 7 14. This is a factor of 14. Okay, so 1 2 7 and 14 are factor of 14, and 14 is multiple of 1 to 14. Similarly, you can write 5 example. So next slide. Question number 2. Question number 2 is given, write down all factors of 20. So now how to find factor of 20? Okay, so it is asked factor of 20, so you can write 20 is equal to 1 into 20. You can write 20 is equal to 4 into 5. Also you can write 20 is equal to 10 into 2. Okay, so these here 1 4 5 1 4 5 10 2 all are factors of 20. Okay, so here you can write 20 is equal to 1 into 20, 4 into 5, then 10 into 2. Hence the factors are 1 2 4 1 2 4 5 and 10 and 20. These are factor of 20. Understand how to find factors? Now next question is given. Write the first 5 multiples of the following. Write the first 5 multiples of the following numbers. So 5 multiples. So multiples of 17. So you know how to find multiples? By multiplying natural number to that number to. Okay. So here multiple of 17. So to get multiple of 17, you will multiply by natural number, first 5 natural number. So 17 into 1, 17, 17 into 2, 14, 17 into 3, 51, 17 into 4, 68, 17 into 5, 85. Understand? So here these all are 5 multiples of 17. Understand? You know how to find multiples by multiplying natural number, and natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. That means all counting number are said to be natural number. So to get multiples, you will multiply by counting number in that number. Okay. So to get multiples of 17, you will multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 17. So here 17, 40, 17, then 34 it is. Sorry, this is misprint. This is 34. Okay. So 17 into 2, 34. So multiples of first 5 multiples of 17 are 17, 34, 51, 68 and 85. Okay. These 5 are first multiples of 17. Similarly, you can find multiples of 23, 65 and 70. This is your homework. Okay. Now next question. Question number 5 is given. What are prime numbers? Give 10 examples. So you know a number which have only 2 factors, namely 1 and itself, is called prime number. You learn. So you can write definitions and give 10 examples. Now next question number 9. Similarly, you can do other questions that are easy. Now question number 9 is given. Make list of 7 consecutive numbers. Make list of 7 consecutive numbers. None of which are prime. Okay. So 7 consecutive number, none of which are prime. So 7 consecutive number: 90, 91, 92, 90, 91, 92, 93. Here 92 it is. So correct it. 91, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. These all are 7 consecutive numbers which are non-prime. Okay. Next question number 10 is given. Is there any counting number? Is there any counting number having no factor at all? Is any counting number which have no factor at all? So since every number has 2 factor, every number has at least 2 factor, 1 and itself. So there are no counting number having no factor at all. Okay, that means कोई भी ऐसा काउंटिंग नंबर नहीं है जिसका कोई फैक्टर ना हो. ओके. नेक्स्ट, फाइंड ऑल नंबर हैविंग एग्जैक्टली 1 फैक्टर. फाइंड ऑल नंबर हैविंग एग्जैक्टली 1 फैक्टर. ओके. सो you know there is only one number which have exactly 1 factor. Which number? Which is 1. Okay. 1 is a only number which have only 1 factor. Okay. So there is only one number which has exactly 1 factor, is 1. Okay. Now find numbers between 1 to 100 having exactly 3 factors. Okay. So here 4, 9, 25 and 49 are the numbers between 1 to 100 having exactly 3 factors. Okay. Only these 4 numbers, 4, 9, 25 and 49, are the numbers between 1 to 100 which have exactly 3 factors. Okay. Understand? Now next question. Question number 14. Question number 14 is given. Express each of the following numbers as the sum of 2 odd primes. Express each of the following numbers as the sum of 2 odd primes. Okay. So first is 36. Okay. So it is given express the following number as the sum of two odd primes. That means क्या करना है, टू ऑड प्राइम के सम के फॉर्म में इसको एक्सप्रेस करना है 36 को. So you can write 36 is equal to 31 plus 5. You can write 31 is a prime, 5 is also prime. So sum of 31 and 5 is 36. Similarly 42, so it can be written as 31 plus 11. Okay, 84, this can be written as 41 plus 43. 41 and 43 both are odd primes. Understand? Similarly you can do. So here chapter 1.A is finished. Now you can do remaining question of this exercise. Okay, all are easy questions, so you can do. Now let's start exercise 1.1b, which is given divisibility test. Okay, so now we'll learn how to check divisibility. Okay, divisibility of 2, 3 and so on. So let's start exercise 2.b. First is how to check divisibility of 2. In previous class you learn how to check divisibility of 2. So a number is divisible by 2 only if its one digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay, that means any number which unit place or ones places digit is 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, that is divisible by 2. Understand? So here question is given, test the divisibility of the following numbers by 2. So here first part, it is unit place contains 0, so that's why this is divisible by 2. Here unit place contains 5, so this is not divisible by 2. Why? Because if it contains 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then it is divisible by 8 or divisible by 2. Okay, so this is not. Here this contains 8, so that's why it is divisible by 2. This is not, this is divisible by 2, and here it is contained 4, that's why it is divisible by 2. Understand? Now next, now divisibility of 3. You know how to check divisibility of 3? If sum of digits of that number is divisible by 3, then that number is divisible by 3. A number is divisible by 3 when sum of its digit is divisible by 3. Okay, so for example here 733, so 7 plus 3 plus 3, it is 13, and you know 13 is not divisible by 3, that's why 733 is not divisible by 3. Understand? Now next take another example. Here 8, 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 3 plus 8 is equal to 1, 3, 4, 8, 12. So this number is divisible by 3. Understand? Because 12 is divisible by 3. Similarly, you can check divisibility of 3. Okay. Now next, divisibility of 4. How to check divisibility of 4? So a number is divisible by 4 if its digit in its ones and tens place are divisible by 4. Understand? So divisible by 4 here you can write. So a number is divisible by 4 if its digit in its ones and tens place is divisible by 4. Okay, so that means when a number is formed by unit place and tens place and that number is divisible by 4, then that number is divisible by 4. For example, here 618, so here unit place is 8 and tens place is 1, so 18. So if 18 is divisible by 4, then this number is divisible by 4. So here you know 18 is not divisible by 4 because 18 is not divisible by 4, that's why this is not divisible by 4. Okay, so here 618 is not divisible by 4 since last two digits 18 is not divisible by 4. Similarly second also, because 14 is not divisible by 4. Now here third part, 12 is divisible by, in third part 12, last two digit is 12, and you know 12 is divisible by 4. Okay, so that's why this number is divisible by 4. Okay, similarly 6 part also, 24 last two digit. So 24 is divisible by 4. 24 is divisible by 4. That's why this number is also divisible by 4. Understand? You can do remaining parts. Now next question, divisibility of 5. You know how to check divisibility of 5? So if ones place digit is 0 or 5, okay, if ones place digit of a number is 0 or 5, then that number is divisible by 5. Okay, so in question number first, ones place is 5 contains 5. Okay, so that's why it is divisible by 5. Here ones place is 0, that's why divisible by 5. Here ones place is divisible by 5 because it is 5, and here ones place is 4, so it is not divisible by, this is not divisible by 5. Okay, this is not divisible by 5. Why? Because ones place contains 4. Okay, and for divisibility of 5 it will contain only 0 or 5. Okay, now next question, how to check divisibility of 6? So now test of divisibility of 6. So if the number is divisible by both 2 and 3, then the number is divisible by 6. Okay, then the number is divisible by 6. If the number is divisible by both 2 and 3. Okay, so to check divisibility of 6, first we will check number divisibility of 2 and 6. If number is divisible by 2 and 6 both, then that is number is divisible by 6. Okay, so now let's check first part. First part is given 2070. Okay, so here 2070 it is given. For this, you know, unit 2 in 2070 unit place is 0, that's why it is divisible by 2. So for divisibility of 2, since 0 is ones place, therefore this is divisible by 2. Okay, this is divisible by 2. Why? Because ones place is 0. Now divisibility by 3, so sum of digits, since sum of digit is 2070, so now it is 9, and therefore this is divisible by 9 is divisible by 3. So this number 2070 is divisible by 2 and 3 both, therefore this number is divisible by 6. Understand? So to check divisibility of by 6, we will check divisibility by 2 and 3. Okay, done. Now next part, divisibility of 7. Now how to check divisibility of 7? So to find out number is divisible by 7, the last digit of a number is doubled and subtracted from the number formed by remaining digit. Okay, here this is very important. Try to understand this. The last digit of a number is doubled and subtract from the number formed by remaining digits. Okay, दैट मीन्स क्या करना होगा हमको, जो लास्ट डिजिट होगा उसका डबल करेंगे, देन रिमेनिंग डिजिट्स का जो नंबर होगा उससे सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे. इफ डिफरेंस इज डिविजिबल बाय 7 एंड इफ द डिफरेंस इज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 7 देन इट इज डिविजिबल बाय 7. ओके, सो हियर in 8 to 6 this is double of 6. Double of 6 is 12. So in 826 the double of 6 is 12, so this will be subtracted from 82. So this is 82 minus 6 into 2, that means 82 minus 12, so that will be equal to 70. And you know 17 is multiple of 7, therefore that given number is divisible by that number, divisible by 7. Understand? So to check divisibility of 7, we will double the unit place digit and subtract from double of unit place digit, ones place digit, and subtracted from number formed by remaining digit. So here 800 for 826 unit place digit is 6, so you subtract double of 6 from remaining digits. So 82 minus 12 is equal to 70. and you know 70 is multiple of 7, therefore given number is divisible by 7. अंडरस्टैंड? क्लियर? तो हम लोग को कैसे करेंगे 7 की डिविजिबिलिटी कैसे चेक करेंगे? तो 7 की डिविजिबिलिटी के लिए हम लोग वंस प्लेस जो है, वंस प्लेस के डिजिट, वंस प्लेस पर जो डिजिट है उसके डबल को हम लोग रिमेनिंग डिजिट्स से फॉर्म जो नंबर होंगे उससे सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे, एंड इफ दैट इज मल्टीपल ऑफ 7, अगर वो मल्टीपल होगा 7 का, इन दैट केस गिवन नंबर इज डिविजिबल बाय 7. क्लियर? टेक another example here. Second part is given 117. Okay, 117 it is. So here unit place is 7, so double of 7, that means 14. This will be subtracted from 11, so 11 minus 14 is minus 3. This is not multiple of 7, so that's why this is not divisible by 7. Clear? Okay, now you can check remaining questions. Done. Now next, how to check divisibility of 8. So this is divisibility of 8. So you know, for divisibility of 4 we take last 2 digits, and for in the case of divisibility of 8 we will take last 3 digit. If number formed by last 3 digit is divisible by 8 or last 3 digit is 0, then that number is divisible by 8. Okay, so the number formed by last 3 digit is divisible by 8, then the given number is divisible by 8. Understand? So in the case of 4, that was the number formed by last 2 digit is divisible by 4, then number is divisible by 4. But in the case of 8, the number formed by last 3 digit is divisible by 8, then that number is divisible by 8. Okay, so now check here. First part is given 364. In first part, last number formed by last 3 digit is 364. So check this number is divisible by 8 or not. So this is not divisible by 8. Check that this is divisible by 8 or not. So this is not divisible by 8. That's why this number is not divisible by 8. Similarly, you can check another number. So 138 number formed by second part. In second part, number formed by last 3 digit 138. So 138 is divisible by 8 or not. So this is again not divisible by 8. So that's why this number is not divisible by 8. Similarly, you can check another with other questions, other examples. Now question number 8. The divisibility of test the divisibility of following number by 9. Test the divisibility of 9. So this is similar to divisibility of 3. So that was in the case of 3, sum of digit is divisible by 3, then that is divisible by 3. So similarly, in the case of 9, sum of digit is divisible by 9, then that number is divisible by 9. Okay, so here for first question it is given 2358. 2358, so sum of 2358. So 2358 is equal to 18. Sum of digit is 18, and you know 18 is divisible by 9. 18 is divisible by 9, therefore number is divisible by 9. Okay, next, divisibility of, test the divisibility of 10. So in the case of 10, if one's place is 0, then given number is divisible by 10. You know, you learned in previous class, if one digit of a number is 0, then that number is divisible by 10. So here in this case, first is divisible by 10. Why? Because unit place is 0. Okay, unit place 0, and here unit place is 5, that's why it is not divisible by 10. Here unit place is 5, this is not divisible by 10. Now last, divisibility of 11. So to test divisibility of 11, first we find positions, odd place digit and even place digit. Okay, so if difference of odd place digit and even place digit are divisible by 11 or 0, then that number is divisible by 11. Okay, so here if the difference of sum of its digit at odd place and sum of digit at even place is either 0 or multiple of 11, then that number is divisible by 11. Okay, so let's do this question number first. So question first is given 4334. Okay, 4334. So here sum of digits at odd place. So here it is given digits at odd place. Okay, यहाँ पे आपको ध्यान देना है odd place. Okay, so in 4334, in 4334, this is at 4 at one place, this is second place, this is third place, this is fourth place. Okay, first you decide place. So here 1 2 3 4. Okay, fourth place. So here first sum of digits at odd place. So at odd place 1 and 3, this is odd, so odd place is here 4 and 3. So sum of digit at odd place is 4 plus 3. Understand? So this 4 plus 3, 7. And now sum of digit at even place. So even place, this is even place and this is also even place. So here which digit? 4, and here which digit? 3. Again 3 plus 4 at even place. So this is 7. So first you find sum of digits at odd place and even place. So here sum of odd place digit and here sum of digits at even place is equal to 7, and their difference is 0. So if their difference is 0 or multiple of 11, then that number is divisible by 11. So here their difference is 0. Therefore given number is divisible by 11. Okay. So similarly you can do next other questions, second part, third part and other parts of this question. Okay. So you can do remaining parts of the questions. Thank you.